Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Canada, or Northern Hemisphere, Donkey Kong Country 3, Dixie Kong's Double Trouble, for those of the uninitiated.
Good old Dixie and Brixie.
Yeah.
Hope y'all made sure to bring your climbing gear, because we're heading up to the Razor Ridge, the obligatory mountainous region of the game.
Oh, look, there's a not forklift,
Chairlift.
Chairlift, that's it.
And I also think this is one of the penultimate, worlds.
Yep.
Oh yeah, we're getting pretty close to the end.
Wow. Okay.
And looks like we're going to have to rely on good old clocks again.
It's a Quack-centric kind of stage to open us up this part. Also, I'm back this time, in the role of Mr. Bricks.
Sorry that we had to, quickly, swap you out there with that snowman fight.
No, it's totally okay.
It was all for the greater good, we assure you.
No, it's totally fine.
I mean, to be fair, I think you've already expressed your disinterest in Bleak, so I guess in the great scheme of things, you didn't miss much of anything.
I don't...
Yeah.
Oh, these guys.
Ooh.
The copter gators.
Copters, I believe.
Yeah, copters. They can suck.
Yeah, they're totally invincible, yet they only appear in, this and one other level that we'll be seeing later on.
Huh.
Yeah. One thing worth mentioning, though, is that, if I'm not mistaken, copters were one of two familiar Kremling types that actually returned as a playable character in Donkey Kong Barrel Blast.
I mean, that makes sense.
Really?
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me.
Given their avian...
Oh god, watch out! Oh, looks like it's up to me.
You got me!
Given their avian,
Also, you could have just stayed aside. See?
You know, I'm not gonna lie, a lot of the Kremling representation in that game, I always thought was kind of weird. Like, for example, Clump's in that game, but he doesn't have his army hat. He has a bucket on his head.
Clamp!
And let us not forget the tiny redesign. Not tiny. No, it was tiny. The tiny.
Yeah, Tiny
redesign.
was in that game.
Yeah, she had a redesign from Diddy Kong Racing DS.
Bonus barrel.
But yeah, are you not talking about Calypso, the female Kremling?
The one that they made just for that one?
Yes.
Yeah, the
Honestly,
afro.
a lot of the Kremlings were kind of exclusive to that game.
They felt a lot more like hillbilly horrors in that game compared to.
I mean, for what it's worth, I honestly don't mind a good chunk of the new Kremling designs in Barrel Blast. It's just that, they only really stuck to that game and nothing more. You can sort of tell, by that point in Donkey Kong history, they were sort of trying to treat the Kremlings less of this militaristic force and more like your typical mischievous gang of misfits and whatnot.
Ragamuffins.
They were basically treating them like the Koopas.
More or less, yeah.
Yeah, a ragtag bunch of guys. Which, I mean, at least the game. I mean, especially nowadays, I'm like, dang. At least that game acknowledges them. We don't see much of that anymore.
Yeah, Barrel Blast was the last time the Kremlings were... Oh, that and Smash Run and Smash Brothers, those were the only other times where the Kremlings really had much of a, presence afterwards. I guess some either higher up at Nintendo or... Yeah, I just generalized to Nintendo, figured, you know what? DK should probably broaden his horizons a bit and fight more than just crocodiles, maybe tikis or people that live in the colder regions of fucking
Canada.
By nomads.
Oh right, the
Snowmads.
Yeah, the Swiss.
And I'll be the first to say the Snowmads. I really do dig that whole faction that we're fighting.
Yeah,
they're a lot more memorable compared to Planks of Wood.
Yeah.
And I will say I do find it amusing that in essence, it's DK kind of had the opposite effect, at least in terms of fans at the time. Kind of had the opposite effect with fans that were going through Mario, because that was still during that time where Mario was going through its bit of for lack of a better way of putting it, creative fatigue. And you have people that are okay, saying stuff enough with the Koopalings, we're sick of the Koopalings, to give us something original for a change. Whereas with DK, they had a bunch of original stuff, but they were complaining about stop with the original stuff, give us the familiar for a change.
Yeah, don't give us Planks of Wood or friggin' Walrus people.
In retrospect, I realized that I do still appreciate them using Funky for that hip new update for the Switch version.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the brand new Funky mode.
Yeah, a part of me feels like they should have let Karul be the big special character for that update.
The Kremlings rise again.
Yeah, I'm still convinced that Well, I know it's not a guarantee, but I have a gut feeling that, like, if we ever do get another DK game, whether it be Retro handling it or some other studio handling it, that's where we're gonna have, like, not only Cruel's return, but also toy with the idea of him being a playable character.
For a second, I thought you said, like, Motley Cruels, as in, like, Motley Crue. And was like, oh god, a rock-themed, Kremling revival. That would be pretty fucking cool.
Maybe that's what they're all building up to.
With a capital K.
Well, for what it's worth, I honestly wouldn't mind seeing, like, if for the next game, like, have Cruel in the game. I wouldn't even care if he was, like, a villain or not, just, Well, actually, no, I just think it would just be better to have him be playable so that, the Kremlings can have a bigger force to fry.
Yeah. I mean, bigger fish.
There we go.
Exactly. Well, hey, bigger force can mean the same thing.
Careful now.
You know what? That could be the next game where they fight an army of fish demons.
So it's up to the Kongs and the Kremlings to take out the Salmonid invasion.
Oh god.
Damn.
Why not?
It all comes together.
Dude, if they actually somehow, if they end up somehow revealing that all this time Donkey Kong and Splatoon took place parallel, which I would buy, see my Donkey Kong Country Returns theory on how how Donkey Kong is set in the apocalypse, given all the technology that is just lying around.
Coin.
I told you about that theory, right, Ikki?
Which theory?
That there's a whole world on Donkey Kong Returns.
Ikki, is the barrel down there or is it up there?
I believe it's up there.
Yeah, okay, we gotta go back up.
I was mistaken.
No, it's okay. I thought since it was by the coin, I thought that too, but no.
Might be.
Oh yeah, now I see. But yeah,
Ooh.
There's a whole world in Donkey Kong
Give me another
Returns that is set in an abandoned lab.
Oh yeah,
And
the abandoned factory, which I
factory.
wouldn't be surprised that was just a carryover of Cruel's Fear Factory.
It
Yeah.
probably is. Oops.
Nuts! I see what you're doing though. You just gotta bank it and like make it bounce off that other ridge. But
Yeah.
anyway, I have this theory that Donkey Kong takes place in like an apocalyptic scenario.
Come on.
Which kind of
Bingo.
which I mean, as humorous as that sounds, doesn't that sort of?
Oh!
Don't worry, the DK coin still remains in our grasp.
Yeah,
That's good.
What happens if we leave this level before completing it?
Nothing really. I mean, I think the worst that would happen is that, say, if we were to do another level, the checkpoint would reset.
Yeah.
Not fair.
Yeah.
I'll admit this is not one of my favorite
But
levels.
thankfully, we don't have any other level to do in this world, so it's
Let's
just
see, look at that.
Python.
Careful.
It's just Python.
Just waiting on the copter.
You're supposed to follow
Thank
it
you.
down, then go into the little crevice here, then wait for it to come
Right.
back up.
Right.
On.
Yes, I am feeling on for another Donkey Kong Country game. Thank
Funky.
you.
Yeah.
Or you know what? Or again, I've said.
Go.
Before, I think I've already said before, and I'll say it again. We need a Jungle Beat successor.
Yeah,
Yes.
I wouldn't mind the Jungle Beat. Like,
Have
honestly,
it be made by Platinum. Have it be a thing where hell, make it a 3D game where he's fighting against fucking jungle gods or something.
You know what?
like-
I wouldn't mind, say, a Jungle Beat HD remaster with, like, 1 or 2 new levels or whatever.
I mean, we already sort of got something like that with the Wii remake.
But, like,
honestly,
I mean,
I
you
was
could just use the Joy-Cons.
I guess. I mean, part of if not that, if you don't want to just fucking make your arms tired, you could have it also just be a button
standard
masher where
game
you're constantly
platform
bashing
thing.
on the side buttons.
What about a Labo game?
I think they've more or less dropped that whole thing.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I would say this. I don't think they've dropped it like permanently, but I definitely think the current times we live in, it's not the time for them to start working with a lot of physical shipments.
Not to mention the fact that, let's be real here, like, as much as we applauded the Labo at first, it really was nothing more than just another gimmick at the end of the day.
I mean, Home Circuit kind of comes with, like, a pre-assembled Labo.
There have been some really fun concepts, and I seriously think they should look more into that VR like setup that they had going with that most recent level, because that the way they set up those goggles using the Switch itself was nice.
I'll take my victories while I have them.
Just be cautious, but yeah, no, like that genuinely was a really neat idea to basically create one of the most cost-effective VR headsets.
So long, sucker.
I'm bummed that they can't really do more with that because, again, there was something there, but yeah, it kind of is just another. It's basically a Lego set.
Right.
Yeah, but with cardboard.
Most of the fun, I will say right now, most of the fun with the experience was building it. And once it's been built, sure, there is absolutely the addition. Oh, gosh, they throw it.
By the way, if you want a secret, jump on the copter's head while it's going upward.
What?
Yeah.
You can actually jump on its head?
Yeah. It's not
I'm not
spiked.
chancing it.
Okay, I'll do it.
How about you do it then?
Okay.
Oh.
Boom, ba ba boom, ba ba boom.
Oh, because I guess it's a helmet. And hey, is there one on the left side or just the right side?
No, there's a bonus barrel on the upper side, but I don't really care right now.
Yeah, that's
Thank you.
But that's cool. I did not know that.
And we're out.
But yeah, at least half of the fun is building the set. I would say the one I had the most fun with was the vehicle pack because of that huge. Because they basically set up this whole overworld. With little missions and stuff to do. That was, I think, the most fun I had with it, because I did end up 100%ing it, and they have a lot of fun little rewards to find, but...
Admittedly, I really liked the blaster.
Oh, that was also really cool with the VR, where it's like...
Yeah.
Because they use the rubber band to actually make it cock like a gun.
Plus, it has, like, a really fun design.
Anyway, why don't we meet up with one of the owners of these chairlifts?
Okay.
Good day, Crazy Kongs. My name is Vinny. Me and my brother Bjorn run the chairlifts in this region. You can visit my brother Bjorn if you like up at the other chairlift.
The other chairlift's not working, boss.
Would you like to be using the chairlift?
Okay.
Okay.
I'll walk, thanks.
I'll walk. Maybe we should walk, because there's another stage at the bottom, I thought.
Strap yourself in, and away you go!
But there's the bay, there's the
couch,
lake.
I guess.
Also, yeah, Bjorn, or Benny, your brother, his chair, he's lazy. His chairlift ain't working. Oh, that's what?
That's kind of cute, actually.
Wee.
All right,
yeah,
confuse clips.
And yeah, we need to talk to Bjorn because.
And you thought the Kong naming schema would have stopped after Days Conquest.
Oh, it's not.
Oh boy, another vertical side auto scroller.
Yeah, it's an auto scroller. But yeah, no.
Admittedly, this one's a lot easier compared to Ripsaw Rage.
Yeah, to some degree.
But yeah, it's yeah, the Labo thing. I think.
Oops.
I think really.
Wait, what happened? We're holding on like
fell.
that one. Oh, you fell?
Yeah, he turned around the last second and got hit by the bee.
All right, now watch out for the choppers.
It's I think for them to make a really good
Hello.
Labo. Yeah,
Also, I do believe that if you touch the fire trail, that does count as a death.
Yes.
Right, let's be careful. But yeah, I would say for them to make a really good Labo game, like
don't.
Oh,
sorry, I was distracted by the banana right there.
And then a tremor was felt that day.
he just creates a new lake where he lands.
A crater.
A new Lake Orangutan.
It's
Lake Orangutanga 2.
See, I guess I'll talk with you about this hype. Is that because they got to focus on this? Is that I think if they were to make a really solid Labo game, like they need to focus on more content beyond just the cardboard construction. Like part of me wonders if they should approach it with the same kind of mentality as, say, the Drawn to Life games, where like there is still a really solid game there in addition to the thing that you're customizing and making.
Well, looks like it's up to me.
By the way, would you believe that series actually made a return recently?
Yeah, and the game is not that good from what I hear.
Damn.
Ah, well.
But
it's not terribly expensive, so I mean that helps. That helps mitigate some of the damage, but otherwise, yeah.
So I mean, okay, so I'll ask you.
Oh my god.
So I guess I'll ask you.
Bees.
Have you had any inclination or interest in the Labo games? Okay. I mean, is there any reason, or is there anything that, like, okay, this is me basically being an impromptu, not Nintendo survey person. Is there anything that would probably like make you interested in a Labo game? Cool. He
just doesn't like cardboard.
I think if you told them that, they may get really upset at you. After paying to fly you out to Nintendo HQ, saying, "What do you think of this new Mario prototype?"
It's fairly wooden.
I mean, I'm giving you a hard time. It's okay. So,
oh, come on!
Part of me wonders what could it be like? Do you think if they made like have a Mario spin-off where it was like fully like reliant on on a Labo thing, but it was a whole Mario adventure.
I'm sort of indifferent to that idea.
I have an idea of how it could work. Like I actually just now had an idea of what they could do.
All right, what you got?
So first off,
Have Mario's power-ups be Labo sets?
no. So first thought that came to my mind, like, and this is actually me just honestly kind of making this up. Also, I would say maybe at the next fire make a save point.
Like
right now?
Yeah, because otherwise, this one's a little tricky.
Yeah, this is not one of my favorite levels in the game. Like, it's very claustrophobic.
And don't they bring this back in the bonus world?
No, but they do bring back the level theme, and it's one of the worst stages in the game.
Oh, crap!
It is interesting. I'll be fair to it. I'll give it that much. But otherwise, yeah, no, it's
I
a piece of shit.
I want
Oh,
it!
come on! Nice. All right, that should hopefully put us a bit further ahead, and let's make another save point after this. But
Wait.
But yeah. So okay, make a save point now, James, quickly.
Okay.
So that he can respawn out of the barrel into this. But my idea...
Our illegitimate checkpoint.
It'll be fine. So yeah,
Also, I'm trying to remember where the heck the coin is in this level.
It's at the very end.
Thank God. I do appreciate I appreciate that they're trying to make
we got
these...
the checkpoint barrel.
Nice. Again, I appreciate that they are trying to... A free monkey with every purchase. I appreciate that they are making... That they do put these at the end of the auto-scroller so that, there's no chance of, you missed it.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like there had to have been at least one point where there was a gimmick kind of elaborate like this, but the coin was like placed in a very... Not at the end of the level.
No, it's not the end of the level in this case.
Could be.
Wow.
What? Oh, bullshit!
What?
Fucking copter.
It's okay. So,
No.
so don't deliver a save because we got that checkpoint. Okay, so my idea would be, I have two ideas of how this could work, and both would have to be very elaborate single Labo projects, which I think after all of these multiple pieces, I think they're ready to work their way up to, especially after that dang VR robot kit.
But you have to. Would you say that they'd have to be a Labo ripped?
Poor Dixie.
Let this face right here be a testament to how much we suffer with these puns.
I love it though. I love that that's now our.
It's just Kiddy Kong's mouth agape.
No, it's the Daffy face. But I love that that's become our new, and actually, yeah, and all this time it makes sense with the weird duck sound. But anyway,
you know what's sad is the first time I've actually started using that as a gag is actually not even going to come out till after this commentary, most likely.
Damn. Oh well, it's okay. So,
I'm ignoring that, by the way.
No, you're fine.
Yeah.
All good. So
watch out for the hot feet.
So I have two ideas of how they could make a full-fledged game. Oh, okay. I was about to say, what the hell was the point of that? Oh, canon.
Remember, if there's ever a banana acting as a marker, follow it. It will lead you to great fortune.
Or misfortune. Anyway, what was your thing, Logan?
No, it's the peels that lead you to misfortune.
Alright, keep climbing upward.
Okay, I'm going to think out loud. My two ideas, and no, this is not me stalling for time, this is me just trying to keep up with them, is one would be a big, elaborate, a big cardboard pop-up book of sorts where you open it up and on each page there are different things that you can interact with, and those are stages a la Yoshi's Story. And the idea is that it doesn't say on one page you'll open up and you have 3 buttons, but on
then it'll be a Yoshi's Story game though.
But on the Switch, thank you. But on the Switch, even though you only have 3 buttons on the Switch, it actually becomes a whole level, almost like, Donkey Konga or freaking Jungle Beat, where you have to just press those 3 buttons. Then when you get to Chapter 3, it'll say, hey, turn the page, and then you'll be on the next big, cardboard page. Ooh. And this one has 4 buttons and a slider wheel, and that's its own, control scheme. That would be...
You know what? That suddenly makes me think back to when Sega originally tried that one edutainment system they had back in the 90s.
The Sega Pico?
Yeah.
I'll have to look that up.
I think my dentist office had one of those when I was younger.
Like you literally you turn the page, all the games in general were like actual like interactive books. You turn the page on the Pico, and then you suddenly get transported to another portion of the game.
Oh my gosh, I remember this, and you could like tap on different screens and on different pages with the pen, and it had different commands and stuff.
Yeah,
I know there was at least 2 Sonic games they made for it that utilized that, namely Tales of the Music Maker and Sonic Hedgehog Game World, which was essentially a proto Sonic Mario Party.
I will.
Sonic Shuffle.
Sonic Game.
I mean, yeah, that too. Without the card system thing.
I will genuinely have to look into that. But that would be my idea for a labo number one. My second idea for a labo would be, again, a large, kind of similar to how it looked in Mario Land 2, a large Tinker Toy Mario with a wind-up key and everything, and
so an oversized Lego Mario.
I was about to say,
what the hell happened there?
I don't know, but it's okay. I was literally about to say, have the Switch be in his chest, and different actions and different things you do to the Mario actually move it forward. And you know what? It may not even have to be a Mario game, especially with the whole toy theme. Have that be your next big March of the Minis Donkey Kong game.
I still, to this day, think it's utter criminal that Nintendo have never at all considered making a mini Mario amiibo. Look at
that. What now? They're Chief.
Nope.
Oh,
alright, I guess not.
Lucky guess.
Take the victory while you have it.
That was a little guy dang it almost, but yeah, those would be my 2 big ideas for Labo.
Okay, so now we could go down here and go back for a swim.
We could.
However, we got to meet the second brother, Bjorn.
Oh, lazy is.
Oh boy.
And I do believe this one's going to be Ikki.
What's up, Bjorn?
Is it now? Oh, hello! How are you, my fine furry Dixie? I'm being Bjorn, Benny's brother. I'm afraid that my chairlift is broke. I left my number 6 wrench to someone, and they didn't return it to me.
Crap, all we have is this number 5 wrench.
Hey, you found my wrench! Could I have it back?
Oh.
Well, I mean, it's yours anyway.
Thank you, you top Dixie. You may use my skill lift for free from now on.
Cool.
Woohoo!
And take the skill lift we do.
Enjoy the ride. It's a one-way ticket to an undiscovered cave.
So it's just a banana bread thing. So did any of that sound enticing, hype, or nah?
Eh.
I
remember it was like an early idea that people theorized.
Damn it!
Wait,
Hype, is there any sort of Nintendo peripheral that you actually dig?
Where's Bricks?
It's.
Remember he died.
Oh right.
He died.
No.
No. Remember multiplayer rules. You always whoever's first player gets swapped after you die or beat a level.
Oh yeah.